Next point would be, so what is it, point 5? That whatever emotional you think has happened, whatever emotional effect you think what happened has had on you, has happened to the image you have of yourself, about yourself, in your own mind. But in reality, nothing has happened to you, as an image is an image and has no actuality. So whatever you think has happened to you has happened to your image, the image you had of yourself in your own mind about yourself. We interact with people and life in general through the images we create for that particular project or task or meeting or purpose, and then we dismantle this image and go on to the next thing on the to-do list of the day, and we employ a different image to deal with that other thing that we are about to negotiate, we are approaching to negotiate with. For example, if you go to a store to buy milk, you have an image of a shopper, but the clerk who's selling you the milk has an image of a shopkeeper. If you get on a bus to go to school, you have an image of a passenger. But if you're driving the bus, you have an image of a driver. You're at school in the classroom, you have an image of a student. If you teach a class, you have an image of a teacher. If you go talk to your parents, you have an image of a son or daughter. If you're talking to your children, you have an image of a father or mother. So these images are constantly being employed by you to use it for a certain event or happening of the day, and then you dispose of it and use a different image in order to go about the next thing on the list to deal with on that day. So these images are what really shield us. We interact with the world with these images, and those images really are getting hurt. Otherwise, you don't get hurt. Nothing has happened to you. You're as you have always been and can always be happy and enjoy your life, as your thoughts cannot stop that. As thoughts have no actuality and are only in virtuality, but you are actuality, and virtuality cannot harm actuality of you. I don't know if you understood what I said. Bottom line is that you're as you have always been. Nothing has happened to you, and you can still have all those opportunities that you think you need to enjoy your life and be successful in it. And your thought cannot stop all the opportunities and things they can create in this world. It can make you distracted or annoyed, but it cannot stop it. Why? Because thoughts have no actuality, and you are an actuality. Thoughts are virtuality, and a virtuality cannot affect an actuality in the way that you're thinking they can. So, in other words, you don't need to think that something bad has happened to you, but you're conditioned to think that something bad has happened to you. Ever since childhood, if you did something and they took a cookie away and you identified yourself with what you had. So they took a cookie away, so your worth and value was one cookie less. So you started crying. So you thought if something has been taken away from you, you have to be sad. That's the way you would have reacted. And that has stayed with you. Now, a relationship changes, suddenly you think you have to be sad. But you don't have to. Nothing has happened to you. You're still as good as you've always been. And just focus on going on with your life and focusing on bigger and better things. I'll talk to you later.